Let me quickly get your reaction to another development at your hearing today. The issue of the president's recent defense of the Chinese telecom company ZTE and how it might be tied to Trump organization interests. It came up and it led to this exchange. Listen to this.
Given that the president refuses to disclose his tax returns, how can you assure the American people that American foreign policy is free of his personal conflicts of interest?
Senator, I find that question bizarre.
You don't want to answer it then.
Senator,
You just want to describe it as bizarre?
Yes, I do.
Not give me an answer.
I think that's indicative of my answer, Senator.
Yeah.
I've been incredibly involved in this administration's foreign policy now for some 16 months, and I have seen literally no evidence of what you are scurrilously suggesting.
Ask you specifically about. No, it's not scurrilously.
It is an outrageous suggestion,
my friend,
Senator.
It is not scurrilously. This has been raised by a number of people
Yes, sir.
out there.
Yes, sir, it has. You want me to tell you who those folks are and what their political interests
I know.
may well be?
It's fake news. Now,
All right, Senator Udall asking the questions. What's your reaction, Senator?
Well, look, Senator Udall was asking a legitimate question. In the absence of the president divesting of his interests or putting it in a totally blind trust, neither of which he has done, and not disclosing a year and a half after his inauguration what his tax returns are, something I just recently did as I run for re-election to the Senate. The reality is that it's a legitimate question, because for someone who said, let me help American workers, helping ZTE when so many national security questions have been raised about ZTE is pretty extraordinary. And so there are real national security questions here. I know my colleagues in the Intelligence Committee have been briefed. I'm looking forward to a briefing myself. They have raised serious questions. They say it's a really consequential issue. So I think having that type of line of questioning is a result of not having the disclosure of your tax returns, not going ahead and divesting, and not going ahead and putting it into a blind trust. There are concerns. How do you have this dramatic turnaround about your views about challenging China as it relates to the trade imbalance and helping American workers, and then say you're worried about Chinese workers and ZTE, which is a national security concern?